free program for 1 week ending May 14th at midnight. You will receive one free item for every 3 that you order of the selected products. These orders will begin shipping the first week of June. To order on the web, efoodsdirect.com/GCN or call 800-409-5633. That's efoodsdirect.com/GCN, 800-409-5633. Again, that's efoodsdirect.com/GCN, 800-409-5633.
Well, we have the prisonplanet.com article up. Trilateral Commission wants war with Iran. We'll get into exactly what this Trilateral Commission top globalist told them. Again, since we hit that break, start over, go through who he is, what he said to you, what he said about Iran. Go ahead.
Hi, Alex. We went to the Trilateral Commission meeting. It was the very first day of the actual meeting. It was the Friday. There wasn't a lot of people there. And the place was locked down pretty tight with security. So we were only outside the grounds. They wouldn't let us anywhere near the hotel itself. And there was a couple of people that left. We couldn't really get talking to them. They weren't willing to listen to anything we had to say. But there was this one guy, we saw the Trilateral Commission badge. His name was Mikhail Skull&Bones, I think. He said he was a Russian advisor to former prime ministers and that the Trilateral Commission were deciding the future of the world. He went on to say about when we mentioned a global currency as an idea, he said that, of course, that's what they were thinking about, but they'd need a global central bank to implement this and a global government on top of that. But he said that it was a great idea and it's what they all wanted and it's what they were working for, but it's not possible yet because countries like Iran and South Korea and these sort of countries, they'd never stand to have the same sort of government as America.
Incredible. Continue.
He was more than willing to talk about it for a few minutes until he got pretty uncomfortable when we probed him with further questions, and he said that Chatham House rules actually prevented him from talking to people, and he might get in trouble for having mentioned what he said to us, and he ran off. We tried to get a few more questions from him, but he wasn't willing to talk to us after that. But he'd given us some incredible information that we didn't think we'd actually get out of any of these guys. He seemed quite naive, that he was just willing to talk about it in the open. Like I think they think it's a good thing. Like these low-level guys think they're doing good for the world.
Well, they also think we're all blind. They're so used to the public just blindly walking around drooling, only caring about football or celebrities, that when someone actually, I've had Rothkopf, the former head of the Kissinger Group, who wrote the book Superclass and Admits World Government, and he came right on and said world government's basically good and everything. And it turned out he thought I was Alex S. Jones of the New York Times, who has a radio show
Unbelievable.
on. We didn't tell him that. That's happened over and over again. That happened with, who was the McClatchy? Greg Gordon, the McClatchy newspaper guy, didn't figure it out till he heard my voice. We don't call him and tell him we're Alex S. Jones. We say Infowars.com. And, these guys are just so used to everybody. And Greg Gordon's a good guy. He said he'd come back on. He thought we were Alex S. Jones, too. So does the public. I get accused of being a New York Times writer who's 69 years old almost every day. And I get accused of running the Genesis porn website because I'm on Genesis Network. The public is, again, there's no connection, folks. The public just is so naive that I think the globalists just think they've got clean sailing. That's why what you and others are doing is really starting to shake them up, that more and more of us can see them.
Yeah, absolutely. It seems that when they come over here, we ended up on the next day, the Saturday, getting a few more little snippets out of people, nothing remotely as big, but none of them seemed to expect it. Not even Rockefeller seemed like he was remotely, they didn't expect to see anyone like us over in Ireland. I don't think they realize that there's a revolution happening here, the same as there is everywhere else in the world, that people are waking up to what they're doing. They know exactly what they're trying to implement, and we're sick of it. They seem like they just never expect people to be here and never expect people to contradict what they want.
You know what I like about the Irish? In all the videos I've seen, and I also hear it from the British, and I've seen it from Americans as well, but every We Are Change video I've seen, from Ireland is that it's got that same commanding strength as when I've confronted globalists. You know, you need to like almost psychically reach out and say, I am not your slave, and really let them know it. And, you know, instead of, some people just kind of namby-pamby doing it, or actually, just yelling at them. But it's the way also We Are Change Chicago confronted Gore. We need to just have that authoritative command. And Rockefeller looked scared to death of the We Are Change people in that video. I mean, he turned around and was just disgusted by the fact that people can see him.
Yeah, I don't think he liked it when Rory called him a scumbag. He really heard that. He turned around and gave us that look. Like, he didn't expect to see it at all, because at that time, most of there was a group gathered outside the hotel for a little while all day. We were there to oversee their arrival, and then we all kind of dissipated after that. And this was a few hours later, and there was only a few of us left, just a few of the We Are Change guys. It was myself, Adam, Paul, and Rory. We were some of the only ones that were left there. And that was literally 5 minutes before our president arrived with an army escort, and went into the same building, the same meeting room as we just caught David Rockefeller going into.
Alan Keenan, stay there. We've got other folks from Ireland coming up with you.
We're on the march. The Empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Dog chewed your remote control, lost your remote, or is your remote control just not working? Let replacementremotes.com replace or fix it for you. We carry a complete line of remote controls for all brands of TV, home audio, or DVD remotes, including old or hard-to-find remote controls. We also can repair or fix your remote control. Visit replacementremotes.com for all your remote control needs. Use coupon code ALEX for a 5% discount. We also carry hotel and hospital remote controls. Visit replacementremotes.com or call us at 336-377-2220. That's replacementremotes.com, 336-377-2220.
Replacementremotes.com, replacementremotes.com. If you need a remote control, replacementremotes.com.
For all your remote control needs, visit replacementremotes.com, 336-377-2220.
In March, Alex Jones announced that eFoods Direct was putting together a high-volume, pre-production order of the new Quick Fix meals. By waiting for production and shipping of their orders, families were able to receive one free item for every 3 that they bought. Since the final shutdown of this buy 3, get 1 free program, we've had a lot of folks calling, disappointed that they missed the order deadline. Listen carefully. Starting immediately, eFoodsDirect.com will take pre-production orders for a buy 3, get 1 free program for 1 week ending May 14th at midnight. You will receive 1 free item for every 3 that you order of the selected products. These orders will begin shipping the first week of June. To order on the web, eFoodsDirect.com/Alex or call 800-409-5633. That's eFoodsDirect.com/Alex, 800-409-5633. Again, that's eFoodsDirect.com/Alex, 800-409-5633.
Remain in your houses. The President of the United States has declared martial law under Executive Order 11,004.
Will they do it? Will they pull the trigger this time? We all pray they stand down, but an engineered crisis seems more likely with each passing day. Think it can't happen here? Executive Order 10990 locks down all highways. Executive Order 10995 seizes control of all media outlets. Executive Order 10998 controls all farms and food supplies. All these executive orders are now cocked, loaded, and waiting for the right crisis. So if you're worried about the possibility of martial law here in America or have questions about how to survive it, go to martiallawsurvival.com. That's martiallawsurvival.com. Go to martiallawsurvival.com right now.
You must remain in your houses until your bracelets are scanned.
You know, I love seeing new organizations form. Neil Foster, the person who confronted Rockefeller at his dinner table. He's a friend of Alan Keenan, who's also online with us from We Are Change Ireland. And he is on with us. He is the co-editor of the Sovereign Independent newspaper. And in a few minutes, I want to play a clip of last year, Luke Rudkowski, Stewart, and others of We Are Change going to the Capitol and going up to Senator Jay Rockefeller and bringing up their family funding Hitler, on record, the whole eugenics movement. And Senator Rockefeller says, "You got a lot of cojones, boy." And he just looks at him. These are gangsters. And they're globalists. They've always, 4 years ago? In fact, later, pull me the David Rockefeller quote. Just say David Rockefeller quote admitting global government takeover. And he says, people have accused me of this, and I say guilty as charged. I can even give you the page number. It's 400 and something in his autobiography that he wrote 4 years ago, or 5 years ago now. But let's go ahead and get them both up on the line together. Neil Foster from Dublin, Ireland, and, of course, Alan Keenan of We Are Change Ireland. We'll put both their websites up on screen before they leave us.